Hello everybody, welcome to another daily dose of gaming news and all that good stuff. And as always, I always publish on Rumble and on Patreon, Twitter, and all that stuff there. So for extra support or whatever. So a lot of stuff to talk through. First, some deals on hardware. The 5800X3D, it's around $290 give or take in the US. Got several retailers making promos to reach around that value, but Micro Center has like 10% cheaper, but you have to in-store pickup. There is like several offers, discounts depending on the provider. For lack of a better word, I forgot what I wanted to say. But yeah, they are all going around kind of the same price, which is good. This is the best AM4 CPU, basically even from last generation, including Intel, in terms for gaming. It was the 3D cache stuff, the first one. It's very good. And if you have like an AM4 platform and you have like a lower CPU, this might be a good time to upgrade for and maintain the same platform, so you don't have like the extra investment on the AM5 platform, even though it's way cheaper. They have a lot of promotions, but yeah, it is a very good CPU still. It's especially for the price, comparatively to the 7800X3D. The price performance ratio here, it still compensates at the moment the 5800X3D. You're not losing basically a lot of performance, not leaving basically almost any performance on the table by the fact that it's cheaper. But yeah, check it out on these retailers here. That's the word I wanted to use before. And yeah, it's what I have to say regarding this CPU. It's very good. Seems that Galax it's offering now major price cuts on NVIDIA 40 and 40 series, even though it's a little bit disingenuous, the title here. Basically what they're trying to do is cut the price on the 4080 like big time. It gives around almost $150 on the 4080 in terms of price cut. The rest is like small price cuts. It's always good to see prices lowering down, but the main thing is the 4080. It's not been selling, and also the 4070 series. And yeah, and regarding the 40 series, they just want to blow out the stock as soon as possible, because the 4060 Ti and even the 3060 are relatively comparable to the 4060 Ti in terms of price to performance. 4060 Ti is basically a 4060 Ti with 5% here and there. Yeah, as you can see, and this one is way cheaper, the 4060 Ti. And the 4060 has more VRAM than the 4060 Ti, so it's all over the place. Since the 40 series, the NVIDIA is screwing the pooch on this one. But yeah, 4080 is a very excellent GPU for what it is, even though if it had like 20 gigabytes of VRAM and a little bit more memory bandwidth, it will be even better. But the problem here is it's the price. They are lowering the price. This is like a 4080, even taking into consideration the market, I don't know. It should be competing on price with the 7900 XT to be competitive, to force also the 7900 XTX, which is in terms of performance a more equivalent one, to be around that price, 850, maximum 900, taking into consideration the market as it is. But still, it should be. We had the 80 class series around maximum between 500 and something to 650 maximum. And this is almost basically double the price, which is not good. But still, we are seeing, as usual now, at least from what I've been perceiving, they are lowering. The China market is lowering prices like first, then other markets. I think it's because of the fact that they have like a huge market, it's billion possible customers basically. But yeah, at least it's if it serves as an indication of other stuff. We will soon start see some price cuts on GPUs, hopefully on other markets, and yeah, that's what it is. Now for the main course, we got Summer's Game Fest. I was until 2 a.m. at my time. 2 to 2:30, trying to watching the Summer's Game Fest. I watched the main event and then the Devolver Digital. I think the live stream went around 4 hours. Then I could not watch more. I had to go to bed. But yeah, from what I saw, and for sure there will be some lacking on some games that were announced in that live stream afterwards, and in the Summer's Game Fest proper announcement, and Devolver Digital and I am 8-bit or something like that, I think it's called. I will just at least highlight at the moment from what I remember and from some articles that I found regarding the games that interested me. I will put it here on this video. Then, of course, this is going to be all weekend with this Summer's Fest and the Xbox Showcase and all that jazz. So at the moment, what I got here, we got Annapurna Interactive Showcase going to be set by the end of this month. They launched a teaser on the live stream and it seems pretty interesting. Just mark on your calendar. I will cover it for sure to see what they have. They're been launching excellent games, especially indie titles, and it's very, very good to see what they have to offer for the remaining of the year after June 29th. Some gameplay footage, Lies of Pi or Lies of P. Pi doesn't have an I, so it's Lies of P. They launch the confirmation of the launch date or the release date, September 19th, and they with that announcement they have like a demo on the Steam page, so it's available basically till the end of the month. It comes to all these platforms here, but the ones that interest us is the PC one. I've got here from Facts Alive, when they do coverage on what they're interested, they do excellent coverage. They did demo gameplay, and they had like first preview, first impressions here, and the game seems pretty good. It's a relief that it's got a very Dark Souls, but more Bloodborne gameplay mechanics, kind of. It's not a copy paste of the thing, but it's as the inspiration from it, and it's very good. The systems seem pretty good at the moment for the demo. The enemies seems good. The mechanics of the ergo, it's similar like the Soul stuff. It seems pretty good. I noticed. I watched the gameplay trailer that they did. It is here at the end of the article, I think. No, I know I saw this one. I think it's on the top. I just passed through. Yeah. No. There was a gameplay from this game that I saw. And they have like I think the weapon degradation seems pretty interesting. The mechanic there, even when you parry, which is basically defending, and when you attack, it will wear out, and you have to sharpen. You might see this animation, which is he passes through the arm and sharpen the blade to increase the durability of the weapon. I don't know if it's going to break if you let the durability go to 0. But you can do it in combat while you do longer fights. You have to manage that thing, the animation, to sharpen the blade and everything on the combat and try to avoid being hit. Seems pretty interesting there, what they did there, and the rest seems very good. We got some Alan Wake first footage. It's basically the cabin stuff, nothing out of the ordinary. I'm not worried, but seemingly it's like a 50-50, but I think what they did with the story, you can switch between Alan Wake and Saga, whatever her surname is, character. You can switch between them kind of on the fly. I'm not sure how it's going to work, that mechanic, and go around trying to jump in and out on the story to try to perceive what it is going on the game. I think you start off the game with Saga mainly because she doesn't know anything from previous games, so she's like a blank slate for people that didn't play the first game, and she will start to uncover stuff as the player does if you didn't play the first one or you don't have like a grasp of what Alan Wake is. Seems pretty interesting. The only thing that worries about in terms of the grand scheme of things of the Alan Wake universe per se is being that it's not. They didn't focus too much, at least in this presentation, on Alan Wake. It's more about the saga. I don't know. It's not. I don't know why. I believe it's mainly because it's been 13 years since the first game launched, so people might not be that aware of who Alan Wake is, and they're trying to keep it under close to their chest, the story, to avoid spoilers. So they might be focusing more on Saga, since she's like an agent trying to uncover what happened in Bright Falls and everything there. Seems pretty decent. I hope they don't screw the pooch here because of adding another character here and basically dilute what the journey of Alan Wake is, because Alan Wake 1 is all about Alan Wake and how he deals with the things that happen in game. We got some Banishers, Ghosts of New Inn, and kind of snippets of gameplay here from the trailer. Seems pretty interesting. We'll see how it goes. The main thing that worries me here, and I call it at the time, I don't know in terms of story-wise and how they set up the thing, how they're going about it here. I don't know what kind of universe per se it is. It seems like very similar to ours, but it's mainly on the time period it goes. I think the guy is like Irish or something like that. She's supposedly African. I don't know how they met, what kind of situations they met, mainly because of the historic situations of that time. But yeah, and what happened to her, of course, is going to be a mystery. But what about these two? There is no kind of. I didn't see anything that might be a setup. We know they are companions, not married, but companions. Seems interesting the way they're going about it. She's like the spiritual side, the magic part of the game in terms of mechanics, and he's more like the guy with the physical damage. I don't know how they're going to set up here, but I think we got late 2023 launch. I don't think we have like a proper release date. Yeah, we don't have. But seems interesting. The game mechanics seem interesting on how they're going about it, and like the environment of how things are going about it. We got some more Final Fantasy VII Rebirth confirmed for early 2024. We saw some twitters or something like that they are on track. That there is not going to be basically any delays. And yeah, we got a good trailer. I didn't play the remake or the original one, but seems they are going to do some tweaks on the timeline on the Final Fantasy VII here. I'm not very aware of the story itself, but I watched the anime stuff at the time when it came out, but the games I didn't play this game or the remake. But yeah, it seems they are on par of launching, then supposedly they will launch on PC, hopefully. There is some indie games that that caught my attention. Under the Waves, supposedly going to launch August 29th. It seems like a narrative-driven adventure with some horror stuff there. I don't know. It seems pretty interesting. It's launched by Quantic Dream and it's developed by the indie studio. Seems pretty interesting. Everything seems to be underwater. There seems to be some kind of trippy moments. I don't know what it is. Very mysterious, but seems pretty interesting. You going about wrecks and trying to fix things underwater. There is like no precise kind of setup here, so we don't know why everything is underwater. It's not the word flooded. It's you work like a guy, like he says, like 3 years underwater, like an engineer trying to fix things in underwater facilities, something like that. So it caught my eye, this one. Also this one, COCOON, I already saw some video from this, I think on the Game Awards last year. This is got some interesting puzzle mechanics and how they're going about it. It's like the main concept here in terms of puzzling, it's this orbs is like a world in itself, and then you can jump out of a world with this kind of world in an sorry sorry the worlds are orbs, and you can jump between worlds like in upper levels or lower levels with some orbs on you, so you can carry worlds to another world and then enter that world within a world. It seems a little bit confusing, but it's kind of mind-blowing how they're going about it. It seems interesting, that kind of a mechanic. And of course this is from the same guys that did Limbo and Inside, at least the lead gameplay designer. Seems pretty interesting how they're going about it. And of course everything I've been talking here, I will leave links on the description so you can follow a little bit of what I'm letting you know here. And they have basically all videos here. Seems pretty interesting. The puzzle mechanics here seems very good. Also, we got Sandland, which is like the Akira Toriyama, the Dragon Ball creator, like new manga. I think they are doing an anime. I don't know. I'm not sure. But it's like an open world RPG. Seems pretty interesting. It's like shader cell, I think it's called, the technique they use here. This is like all in-game here, in-game to the point that is in-game footage and trailers. Seems pretty on par with the animation that I saw of this manga, and seems pretty interesting in going about. You have like tanks, and then it's not co-op, but you have several players here. Seems like squad RPG stuff here, but the way they're going about it, navigating the world and the fighting, the clips they showed, seems pretty interesting. We'll see how it goes when it comes to PC. It's announced, but there is no release date. Yeah, of course, everything I'm being wish listing, so that I keep an eye on it. Blasphemous 2, now it's going to launch on August 24, so it is what it is. It's a very oh my god, I forgot that sometimes my English is not that good. People are waiting a lot for this game. It's the best way I can put it. And basically this is what caught my eye from what I saw. And with that we got some Steam gaming deals, of course. We got 11-bit studios, publisher sale. The Traumatorch, it seems it's a game that is coming soon, but it's on my wish list. Seems pretty interesting, this one. The Invincible also, in terms of narrative gameplay. The Altars, we didn't see anything so far, but seems pretty interesting. The mechanic, I think like roguelike survivor. I think it's from the same guys from Frostpunk. Yeah, Frostpunk. We got also Frostpunk promotion. Children of Morta, very good game from what I saw. And basically some games for sure are hidden. And I will leave a link on the sale of this 11-bit publisher sale. Also we got Xbox Game Studios sales here happening. I wish list Starfield, again, don't pre-order anything. We got Ori and the Blind Forest Definitive Edition, Forza Horizon 4, and the Will of the Wisps also in promotion. And basically I think this is what I got here. The rest should be hidden. Hellblade, Shenmue's Sacrifice, and yeah, Dead by Daylight. It's a very good indie game. It's well worth the try. I made a gameplay series of it, and of course a lot of them are hidden because usually they are not for me, but for you should appear here. Death Store from Devolver Digital. I'm very curious about playing this game here. 50% off. It launched like in 2021, but it's very interesting, and it's a recommendation for me because I want to play it. Also got God of War, 40% off. Excellent game from what I saw here, so it's a recommendation. Everybody's just waiting for the Ragnarok one to come out. And finally, Don't Not 15th birthday sale. We got some games here. I don't know any of these ones except for Vampire. Seems a pretty good one. I think it's better than the launch. I think it had like a kind of shaky launch. I don't know. I don't remember why. It's been a while. And got the Banisher ones also. if you want just wish list, and again, don't pre-order anything. Don't send the wrong message to any publisher or developers. More to the publishers. And basically this is it. It's a lot of stuff that I've been trying to cover here. Tomorrow should be more stuff being covered. But I'm going to wrap up for today with my GoGetFundMe for me to upgrade my PC to get better, more content for my private clients and start doing some video stuff for them and all that jazz. Also in my free spare time, doing the daily videos with better quality, doing some scripted content to go in some deep dives in some subjects that I like to talk about, resume my gameplay series, and maybe trying to do some live streams in the near future. And basically this is it, guys. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next one. Until then, Kunamy Master out.